I look you now, how unworthy a thing you would make me. You would play upon me, you would seem to know my stops. You would sound me from my lowest note to the top of my compass. Sis blood, do you think I'm easier to be played on than a pipe?
Hamlet, right?
Right.
How come you always learn the guys' parts?
Because the guys have all the best parts. You know what women do in plays? Fall in love, get seduced, and then commit suicide, and then watch all the men have all the best lines. I can't believe you're going.
Would have been the first in my family to get a master's.
Are you really going to cut hair?
Side by side with my father.
How come he just won't stake you?
He hasn't got it.
I thought all barbers were rich.
Stylists are rich. Barbers live in Plentywood, Montana. Invite me to the wedding, will you?
Cross my heart.
So what's it gonna be like?
The best you can afford for under $100.
Day old cake.
A double pop top ceremony. Yikes. Sit down.
Scare me to death, you're white as a sheet.
Sit down, shut up.
Nice talk.
Your mother didn't ever tell you to not interrupt a conversation?
I found a wallet
Yeah.
So?
in the dorm parking lot.
Rose, you can make a sunny day sound like a clue in a Hardy Boys mystery.
Have we got any beer left?
Over there.
It was right by my car. Right by it. God meant us to have this wallet.
So what's to be so hyped up about?
A lot of money? What?
Sit!
I have to pack.
Sit!
I thought you didn't drink beer.
The wallet belongs to Teddy Leonard.
Who? That little pipsqueak guy, the guy who stands out pedos reading Alfred North Whitehead so you know he's serious?
The one from Joni's class?
About yay high and if you held him to the light he'd be transparent?
The one she went out with that one time. Splurged her to a $100 French dinner, then dragged her to some documentary film on laser technology.
Right.
Too shy to talk to her?
That's the one.
So?
Read this.
Huh. No dang kidding.
So tell me.
Read it!
This can't be right. This kid dresses like a Republican president. I mean, he's okay, he's just kind of a dweeb.
His father invented frozen orange juice.
The dweeb is an only child and the heir to a couple of billion.
Well, good for him. Maybe he'll finally be able to get a date.
But we're the only ones who know.
Listen, his secret is safe with me. Don't smoke the beer I'm trying to study.
Any one of us could have him.
I'm afraid to get cut by his braces.
I'm not kidding.
Kidding? Kidding? What is this, a movie about 1940s chorus girls?
Don't put a label on it, just think about it.
So you're serious?
Serious. The will's probably in probate, which means that in about 13 months, he'll have $2 billion. Have you ever watched him? He's always alone. And doing what?
So now you're writing a thesis on this guy?
Come on, what does he do all the time? All the time!
Where's herringbone sports coats?
And stares at women! Guys, this kid is sexually desperate. He's 20 years old and he's probably never even touched a girl. And you know what's even worse? He just wants one imponderable thing. He just wants to be loved for himself. And if anybody ever finds out that he's rich, it will never, never, ever happen. Guys, he just wants to be loved for the dweeb that he is.
Okay. So take him.
I don't need him. I'll be a pediatric allergist, remember? A doctor. People will marry me for money. Plus, I have doting parents. Plus, I have a trust fund. Plus, I drive a Corvette.
Congratulations! You have just won our Let Me Eat Cake Award. Have another beer.
I'm giving him to you guys. Me, the goose who lays the golden eggs. Savvy, blink twice if you catch my drift. I'm not kidding, roomies. This is one of those moments that could change your life forever. We're the only ones who know. So, we call him up. He comes over. We're nice to him. He asks you out. You go. You take your time. After a couple months, he'd get some D. Instant marriage proposal.
Oh, yuck, Rose, yuck.
Tell me, whenever he dies, do I have to throw myself over his grave?
Thousands of millions, guys. Unimaginable bucks. If you stack it in tens, it would fill the Astrodome. You want to be an actress? Produce the film. Hire Johnny Depp. You want barbers? How about a couple of hundred? Hey, remember that law school you couldn't get into? How about Harvard? Buy a house in Cambridge with live-in help and fly me in twice a week for ramen and beer. Dearest feminists, we are talking billions.
If I didn't know you were paranoid schizophrenic, I'd think you were a Tupperware salesman.
But you don't have your price?
What a yucky thing to say.
You don't have your price?
I'm engaged, nutso.
Dump him.
Is this a joke or what?
Call it off.
I'm in love.
You were in love last year.
That was different.
6 times.
Okay, 6 times.
And plus 3 weeks ago you went out with somebody else.
Yeah, for coffee.
Right, coffee. Your first marriage may last more than 2 years should end up in a natural history museum.
Easy.
Yes, she is. You take it.
I'm afraid I'm not that cynical.
I want to end up in Plentywood.
I won't.
Kristen, you don't have a dime. Your family doesn't have a dime. You're going to end up being a $1.25 barber.
I'm afraid it's a little too late in the century to become a gold digger.
And it's a little late in the century to become a barber.
Knock it off.
Take him. Get a divorce in 2 years. Settle for practically nothing. $60 million and the house. Don't give me this, I'm too good for this. I'm a powerful woman crap. This isn't another anti-materialistic, spiritual, self-expanding, liberated bull session. This is cold, hard cash on the barrelhead. Plus, I already called him.
Teddy, what's this?
Teddy What's-His. Be here in about 5 minutes. You don't have to invent the electric car, cure the cold, none of it. It's going to happen just this one time and never happen again. It's beyond cosmopolitan, guys. Figure out who you are later. Figure out what you believe later. Sell out and praise the Lord. Don't tell me you guys are too damn dumb to figure this out.
Could you look at him in the morning?
In the morning, everybody looks terrible.
What about him? What about his feelings?
Are you kidding? He'll love it. He's been waiting for it for years. Guys, come on. In the morning, all you have to do is kiss him goodbye, and then he'll buy Sharon Stone.
You really are a monster.
Don't kid me, ladies. We are born in America. We are middle class. You don't think guys would do this for us if we had these bucks? They would line up from here to Nome, Alaska. Guys, our responsibility is to ourselves. Did you know that 50% of all American marriages end in divorce? And do you know what the chief given cause is? Financial problems. No kidding. Guys, he sits out there with his back to the cafeteria wall, drinking black coffee and just wishing that he wasn't alone. And you can't judge a book by its cover and all that, and I grant you that he is short and shy, but come on, he's a man among men. What he can do for you, Superman can't do. And face it, Prince Charles hasn't shown up yet. Your carriage awaits. No, don't push, don't shove. I've got a way to settle this. Got a quarter. You guys call it. Better to regret it.
I can't do this. How could I do this?
One and only chance.
Tails.